Hi guys, this is my first tutorial on the C Sharp Windows application as I have completed my C Sharp courses. So I am going to upload a video on for the beginners who are learning the C Sharp right now. This video I will explain the tutorial so easy way that the beginners will understand very easily and can get the help to learn the C Sharp very easily. So first of all we will directly come to the access means database concept of the C Sharp. As you can know that in today's life, the C Sharp Windows applications are mightily used for non-database applications. In our daily day-to-day life, we use Microsoft Access, Word, PowerPoint, and another PDF and all that. So you can see that there is a database that is connected with that software which are offline database. So these softwares are made in this Visual Studio only. So we will directly come to the concepts of the database. So for the beginners, the first you need to learn is how to create a database. So first of all we will learn in the Access database. So how to create a Access database. So before as the guys who are watching this video and whose C Sharp course is running, so for that they will be knowing that how to create a database in the Access. So as I have created a database in the Access, for those guys who don't know how to create a database in Access, click open the Access database, click on a blank database, and you can create the database from here. As you can see that I have created a login database. I will open that, and after that, as you can see, I have username and password already here. I have created a database of a data table here. So I will close the database and I will open the Microsoft Visual Studio. Okay, after opening the Microsoft Visual Studio, you have to create a new form, project, login form. Okay, this is the Windows application. If you don't find Windows application and if you have a Visual Basic, don't click on the Visual Basic. This is a Visual C Sharp. Visual C Sharp, click on it, Windows form application, and you can change the name from here and click OK. Yeah. Okay, our new project has been connected. So we are making only a login form. So first we have to create a data connection. Okay, I will show you how to create a data connection as we are connecting an Access database. So in the Visual Studio, when your form is created like this, click a toolbox window will be appear here. Okay, and for those people who have toolbox server explorer beside toolbox, click on the server explorer, and for those people who don't have server explorer beside the toolbox, click on view and go to server explorer. You will find a server explorer. After that you can see that there's the data connections. Okay, click on the data connections, right click, add connection. I have chosen the data source for Microsoft Access database file OLDB because I am connecting the database of Access. Those who want to connect the SQL server can use the SQL server. Okay, and OLDB means Oracle and other types of database. And as we are using the Microsoft Access database file, we will be choosing the Microsoft Access database file and click OK. After that, you can see the database file name. So I am going to browse. Then the table I have created, my table is here, login.awcdb. I will double click on that, and you can see the C users HAP documents login.awcdb has been provided here. Before clicking OK, go to test connection and see that the test connection is succeeded. Okay, then OK. After that, you can see that login.awcdb dataset has came here, arrived here. Then click on that small icon plus on the tables plus on the login. As you can see that login table with username and password field has been arrived here. If you want to check the data of the table, click on this login form table, retry data, and you can see the user and path is already provided here. Now we will be creating a login form. For that we need a label. So guys, if you want to copy a label, there is a two way, by pressing the single click on that label and providing Ctrl C and V. And another step is that by single click on label and pressing the control and dropping down like that. But the best way is that to copy Ctrl C and V. Okay, So I will be providing, we will have the two labels here and two text box here. So I will provide in text box a multi-line because I want the username and password in a bigger font. If you don't want multi-line, then you can't have multi-line. It is your choice, guys. Okay. So I will change the text of this label. This will be username and this will be password. Okay, guys. So single click on the username and then press Control and click also on password. As you can see that the both label has been chosen. So you can change the property of the both table at the same time by now I want to change the font. So I will click on the font in the properties and I will write Times New Roman bold and 16. As you can see that the both property has been changed. Now we will set the text box a bigger one because we want a password. Now we will set the property of this text box. I want to change the font of the text box to Times New Roman bold and 12. Okay, and I will set the password text box to password in our text box 2. This text box name is text box 2. I will change it to txt. The extension of the text box is txt and it is a password text box, so txt pass. So I will now choose the password character. I will place a star here. So now we need a button so we can log in. Okay guys, I will also create another form. So after that login, we can log in. After the login is successful, we can jump to that form. So in the Solution Explorer, in the login forms, right click and add. Or if you don't want to go, if you don't understand this method, then you can see in the there is a add new item, this icon. Left click on this and there is add Windows form, and I will give it a login successful name. Okay, and I have created a form successfully. So now I will edit this button's property. I will give the button name as a BTN login because it is a login button. Guys, if you are using a text box and a button and any other property, the name, this is a specific name that will not change. This is a button one written here. It is the text of the button and this is the specific name of the button. This helps to identify that which button you are writing the code or which text box you are using the code. So it is very necessary to change the button or the text box specific name. Now I will change the text box text of the button. I will set it to login and I will also change the font of that and I will set it Times New Roman bold 16. Okay, and now I will change it standard flat style to pop-up because I like pop-up very much, and I will change it background color, the buttons of the background color, and I will keep the back color as this one. Okay, so now as you can see that I have made a login form which is not much better, but just to understand the login form how it is created. So, and I will also teach you if you have forgot your username and password also, or means your password, you know your username, right? And I will teach you also in the next video. I will teach you how to see the password that you have forgotten. Now in this video I will teach you only the username and password, how to create a login form of username and password. So now after that it is all is created, I will double click on this login button. But before writing the code, you have to come here and after that using system.data.OLEDB. As you can see that guys, there are so many options: ODBC, SQL, SQL client, SQL types. For those guys who are using SQL connection can choose SQL client, and those guys who are using Access connections can get OLDB. Okay, our OLDB succession of data, OLDB succession using system has been created. After that, we need to provide a connection to that table. So for that, so guys, the connection is very necessary, because if we do not provide the connection path in the form, in that particular form that you are using a table of the database, then if we don't have any connection, the data, how we will use the data of that table. So for that, a connection is very necessary. So for that, we will use the OLEDB connection, and I have created an object of that OLEDB connection is equal to new OLEDB connection parenthesis, and there. In this parenthesis, you have to pass the parameter. Which parameter I am showing you? Go to Server Explorer, click on that login AWGDB. After you just single click, you can see that the connection string is provided here. Click on the connection string, double click, and just copy that all string. And after copying, just paste it here. As you can see that there are red lines coming. These red lines are coming because the old path that is provided by the Microsoft Edge OLEDB 12.0 data source is not successfully given, because here our path is in double slash, right? As you can see, the library and login AWGDB is provided here, but this can't identify the path because it is in a single slash. So this error can be removed in two ways: by clicking here, taking the cursor here and writing @ and you can see that the red error has been gone. Or the another way is that to make all the double slash here. As you can see, the error has been gone. So it is on your own to write the here @ or to keep the double slash. As your path is very bigger, it is my convenience to that you should use the @ because @ is very useful and it will target a whole path. And you can see that our connection is successfully created here. Now we need to open that connection, because if the connection is not open, how will the connection will identify that the connection has been successfully created to the table of login or not? So for that, we have to click on a form, double click on the form property, and you can see the private void form load. It is a form load event. So here you have to write a con. Con means that the object of the connection, con.open. It means that our connection is open now. Connection open means you can now usually use the attributes of the login table, that is username and password, and the username and password contains the user and the pass fields that we have entered. That means his user and the pass. These are the attributes or the field name, like user and pass, and these are the fields. Okay, so this con.open is written in a form load event, because when you will run the form, the connection must be open. If the connection is not open, and when you will click on the login, it will not identify the table data that is written in the table data. Okay, I will explain you. I know guys that I don't explain very much, and I don't speak English very much powerful. My English also not very powerful. For that inconvenience, I am sorry guys, but I am trying my effort to explain you very easily. So after that, our connection is open. Now come to form1.cs design, login to, double click on the login button, and here, okay guys, I want to tell you that if you write any code of button or any code that is related with a database, always write that code in the try catch manner, means try and catch exception manner. It helps to give the system error that we cannot identify, because that what type of error is coming without try catch. If we don't use try catch and error is coming, it will not show that which type of error is coming. But if you use try and catch, it will show the system error that is occurring in our program. So I will write try. So guys, as you know that we have entered some data in this table, user and pass. So it means that you have to check that the user and pass is that means that we will write here user and pass, and when we will click on the login button, we have to check that the user name and the password is available in the database or not. If it is not available, then we have to pass a message that the data is not available. So for that we will write OLDB command cmd, and we will take OLDB data reader. OLDB command means it allows you to write a query that you cannot write a query in the any parenthesis or with any property. OLDB command or SQL command allows you to write the query that you write in a database, where in the Access database or SQL database, select star from, select username and all that query you write it. This OLDB command allows the user to freely write the query so that the machine can understand that what the user has requested. So as you can see that I created the object of OLDB command cmd and OLDB data reader dr. You can do it in a double manner, means two ways. You can also write is equal to new OLDB command and pass that query here, select star from all that. But I like to do instantiation. Instantiation means that I will just write this create object, and after that I will write cmd is equal to new OLDB command, select star from login where. Now what it means that where condition means that select star from login where username is equal to text box 1 text double inverted comma and single inverted comma. See guys, in select star from login, and when you write any table related field, means that you want to, when you are using a where condition, you have to write the username is equal to this text box on the text. It means that when you use any attribute of the table you have that is connected with the text box or any other property, you have to write in this manner: single inverted comma first, double inverted comma, and then text and plus sign. And after that, the text box or any other control that you are writing here, and after that for the closing plus double inverted comma and single inverted comma, and after that username and password. You have to use this username and password or any other attribute data that you have written here in this login, in this table. You have to use this name only. If you use another name, then the data will be not able to find the attribute name that you inserted in this username 1, and you have written username 1 here. Okay, you have written only username and you are writing username 1. So just keep in mind guys that you have to write this username, and here all check that the attribute name and here name written is same or not, and password is equal to single inverted comma, double inverted comma plus text box. Okay, this text box 1 and this text box txt pass. Okay, txt pass text plus double inverted comma and double inverted comma. This double inverted comma is written here because this double inverted comma first written here. So close this all query, I am writing this double inverted comma here, then comma our connection, parenthesis close, and so as you can see that cmd is equal to new OLDB command, select star from login, right, where username is equal to this. So it will, when this query will execute, the program will check that the query is in select star from login, means it will check from the logins where username is equal to text box, then username is text box 1.text, you have written any username, and the text box pass.text is equal to password that is written here, txt pass.text, right. So it will check that username and password that is written on this both text box is matching in the data table that you have created here. So for that, now we have to take the if condition, means if both the password and username matches, then only the login will be successful. If it doesn't match, then the login will not be successful. So for that, first we have to take a reader. So for that, dr means OLDB data reader object is equal to cmd dot execute reader. It means that the OLDB data reader dr will allow the cmd to execute reader. It means the reader will see that the username in the login table, the username and the password that is written in the text box 1 and txt pass.text text box 2 means is matching in the login table or not. If, then for that you have to take the if condition. If dr.read means is equal to true. If dr.read is equal to true, then what you have to do? Message box dot show login successful, right? That form that we have created, login successful as is equal to new login successful as dot show, and I will get this dot hide. So if dr.read is equal to true means if the username and a password that you have inserted in this both text box, this dr.read will check the condition. If condition will check if the username that is written in the text box on the text and a password text txt password text both are is equal to true, that is in the login table, means user and a pass that is written in the both text box are matching into the database table that is login, then only this if condition will execute, and this dot hide means this form will get hide, and that form login successful form will be appeared. So and if not available, else, then we will pass a message box dot show username and password incorrect. And now we will close the try. Okay, as you open the try, we will close the try. Now our try section is closed. Now we have to write a catch exception, and I will create an object of the exception, ex. This ex is the object of the exception, and I will write in the catch message box dot show ex dot message. This ex dot message means it will, when is there is any error, system error, that is not allowing our program to run successfully, this ex dot message will throw that error, and we can easily understand that error. Okay. So guys, our login code is written here. It is very easy to understand also. So now I will run the program, and I will write any other username. As you can see that in our database table, the username is user and the password is pass. So I will write user 1 and password any, like user and password incorrect. Okay. So now I will write user pass. Login successful, and you can see that login successful, new form has opened. So in this way you can a login form is created. So I am explaining once again. You have to first create a connection. Before connection, write the using section. In the using section, write using system.data.oldb, and in the public partial, just remember guys, this connection that you are providing here, always write in the public class, not in a private class, because you know that a private class will not allow that connection to identify to the another class. Okay, so always write in the public class in the top word form in the public partial class. Okay, after creating the successful connection and providing this string, go to the button, write try. In the try manner, write OLB command cmd, and cmd is the object of the OLB command, and I have created an instance of the cmd is going to do select star from logins. This first understand this select star from logins means select star from logins means it will select the attribute that are available in the login table, that is username and password. Okay, where username is equal to text box on the text means that it will identify that username is equal to text box on the text that you have written the username in the text box on the text. It will identify it is available in a database or not, and a password. And I write an AND operator. AND operator means if I write here OR operator, see I am showing you OR. Okay, and I will also turn it just to show you. I will remove the password character Okay, and I will save it and I will run the program. If I write just user here and I will write any path, it will log in successful because I have used the OR operator. So if you want the both the field to be get checked, you have to use the AND operator. And if you want that only one field must be checked and one field must not be checked, or any one field query is one field query is right, and if you don't want that one field query, both the field query is wrong, then use AND operator. Because using AND operator, it will identify both username and password. If both are true, then only if condition that we have provided here, if dr.read is equal to true, this will execute. Otherwise, if any one of the condition is false, it will go to else message. Okay, so understand? Now dr is equal to cmd.execute reader. It means the OLB data reader dr will allow CMD to execute read. Means CMD contains this and execute reader, and this query will be executed. If dr now this query will be given to dr. If dr.read means dr has this query, and if it says that if dr.read is equal to true, means username and password both are true that are available in the database, and if match is that we have written in the user text box and the password text box. If both are true, then only this statement will be executed. Otherwise, it will come to false. As I show you by running the program, that when I enter the different username and different password, it showed that the error. Okay, and if okay guys, I am showing you that what is the use of this exception X. I will not. I will do something in this, and I will remove the star and I will try to run the query. Okay, and when I will click on the select statement includes a reserved word or an argument name that is misplaced or missing, or a punctuation is incorrect. This is the use of this catch exception EX, because it directly shows you the main error and you can understand this error easily. So you guys, I refer you to use the catch and try and catch my error, because it helps us a lot very much in getting that error to easily understand. It says that a select star is missing. So now this login form is successful. Now after completing a login form, I want to also show you that if you don't want to check, if you want another username and password manner, another video I will show you that that you can see that I have checked the dr operator here, but I will write this code in this text box, and after when we leave the text box, means leave means what, after I run the program and I leave the text box, username text box, and I go to password. After leaving the text box, it will check that the username is available in the database or not, because we have taken the username as a primary key. It will check. So in the next video guys, I will provide you I will teach you how to write the code on the text box lost focus or leave event, that after leaving the text box, a particular text box, the its property or entered data will be checked, and if it is available, it will give you the message that it is available or not, then it will throw an exception error. Okay guys, thanks for watching my